Long ago, in a small village filled with merchants, storytellers, and travelers, there lived a man named Joha. Joha was no ordinary man. He was famous for his strange ideas, sharp wit, and ability to make people laugh while at the same time teaching them a lesson. His best companion in life was his loyal gray donkey who followed him everywhere he went. One sunny morning, Joha decided to give the villagers something to talk about, something so unusual that it would make him the center of attention once again. The big announcement. Joha walked into the busy marketplace. Farmers were selling vegetables, women were bargaining for cloth, and children were running between the stalls. He climbed on top of a wooden crate, cleared his throat, and shouted, "Good people of the village, gather around. I have an announcement to make that will astonish you all." The villagers stopped what they were doing and turned toward him. Joha patted his donkey gently and said, "Within 1 year, this donkey will learn how to sing. Yes, you heard me right, he will sing beautiful songs sweeter than the nightingale." The marketplace exploded with laughter. One man dropped his basket of apples because he was laughing so hard. An old woman clapped her hands and said, "Joha, have you lost your mind? Donkeys bray, they don't sing." But Joha raised his hand and spoke with confidence. Everything is possible with patience, training, and dedication, but such training is not free. Whoever wants to hear the donkey sing after 1 year must pay for the lessons in advance. The deal with the villagers. At first, the villagers thought Joha was joking, but curiosity is a powerful thing. Slowly, some people began to hand him coins. A young man said, "Let's pay him, just for fun. Even if the donkey never sings, at least we will laugh at Joha's foolishness." Others joined in. One by one, people gave Joha their money. He collected a good amount, tied the pouch to his belt, and smiled proudly. But not everyone was convinced. A serious-looking man stepped forward and said, "Joha, listen carefully. If a whole year passes and the donkey does not sing, the villagers will mock you forever. You will be the biggest fool in history." The crowd went silent, waiting to hear Joha's reply. "Joha's clever," replied Joha, looked around, then laughed loudly and said, "My dear friend, in 1 year many things can happen. Perhaps I will die. Perhaps the donkey will die. Perhaps you will forget this conversation. Or who knows, maybe a miracle will happen, and the donkey really will sing." The villagers burst into even louder laughter. They clapped, slapped their knees, and shook their heads. Some said, "Only Joha can come up with such an answer." Others whispered, "This man is crazy, but a clever kind of crazy." The village gossip. From that day on, Joha and his donkey became the talk of the entire village. Whenever people saw him walking with his donkey, they shouted, "Here comes Joha, the teacher of donkeys. When will the lessons start, Joha?" Joha would wave his hand and answer with a smile, "Be patient. The year is not over yet." Children would run behind the donkey, singing nonsense songs, pretending that the animal was already learning. The villagers laughed, and Joha simply enjoyed the attention, along with the money in his pocket. The donkey's future as a singer. The donkey, of course, had no idea what was going on. He simply brayed, ate grass, and carried Joha on his back like always. But in the imagination of the villagers, he was now a student preparing for a grand performance. Some even joked, "We must build a stage for the donkey's concert." Others said, "I wonder if he will sing love songs or lullabies." The joke spread far and wide, reaching neighboring villages. Everyone wanted to see the clever man who promised to teach a donkey how to sing. The moral of the story. Months passed. The donkey never sang, of course, but Joha had already achieved his goal. He entertained the people, filled his purse, and taught a hidden lesson. The villagers realized that Joha's trick carried wisdom. People often believe impossible promises, especially when curiosity or greed blinds them. Instead of thinking carefully, they pay in advance for dreams that will never come true. Joha, with his sharp wit, reminded everyone to use their minds before giving away their money. And so, Joha's donkey never became a singer, but the story lived on for centuries as one of Joha's funniest and cleverest tales. It is a story that makes us laugh, but also makes us think. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more funny and wise stories of Joha and other classic folk tales from around the world.